did you? Anything you want.
Why Litecoin (LTC) is destined to overtake Bitcoin. Litecoin price dropping from $380 to $150. The launch of Litecoin and Litecoin. It's been an interesting couple of months for Litecoin. Long heralded as the silver to Bitcoin's gold, an analogy propagated by founder Charlie Lee, Litecoin is in a prime position to become a popular and pervasive cryptocurrency, especially for transactions. Here are just a few reasons why Litecoin is destined to overtake Bitcoin. Bitcoin is having difficulty scaling to the level needed for general commerce. Fees are high and transaction times have become a barrier to being a usable form of currency. Customers, at least in debit card-centric Western countries, are unaccustomed to paying a fee at all for transactions. Of course, the bank fee is spread out across the pricing structure, but that's less apparent. While some people see the fees and slow transaction times as a necessary and worthwhile trade-off for the many benefits of cryptocurrency versus traditional fiat, something is going to have to change. The market is stagnating at an alarming rate because of the lack of usability with cryptocurrency. People buy Bitcoin and then have nothing to use it on. Cryptocurrency is in the stock market. The purpose of these currencies is to be exchanged and traded for commerce or utility outside of price speculation. If the industry fails to move towards usability, then cryptocurrency will remain an eccentric addendum to the stock market, with prices built upon empty hype and pump-and-dump schemes without ever establishing its own intrinsic value. Litecoin could be the solution. Litecoin combines all of the benefits of Bitcoin, but with shorter transaction times and lower fees. It has been on the forefront of Bitcoin innovations, implementing SegWit early last year and now offering the possibility of Lightning Network and atomic swaps. Think of it this way, as cryptocurrency adoption grows, and Bitcoin continues to be featured on financial sites as broad as CNN Money and Forbes, there is going to be a search for the next big thing. Journalists and financial advisors looking into crypto for the first time are going to be impressed with the appreciative gains of Bitcoin, but also asking the question, what else is there? That's where the advantage of Litecoin comes in. LTC is a top 5 cryptocurrency by market capitalization, giving it a large following and immediate dollar exposure. It also has a long history in the market, first established in late 2011 by founder Charlie Lee. Combine that with the aforementioned improvements on Bitcoin, an LTC suddenly becomes an enticing alternative. Especially as the market comes to price usability, Litecoin is an already popular cryptocurrency just waiting to break out in terms of media recognition. There is a caveat to Litecoin dominance. If Bitcoin can solve the scaling issue, in a way that makes fees palatable and transaction speeds manageable, then the advantage and utility of Litecoin will have a hard time overcoming the brand name recognition of BTC. Bitcoin benefits from first-mover advantage, a titillating origin story in the mystery of founder Satoshi Nakamoto, an obvious market awareness that is bordering on household name status. It's going to be an uphill battle for any cryptocurrency to overtake Bitcoin, in particular when the bull market resumes. Look at the top 5 currencies by market capitalization. Ethereum has a network and smart contract function that is superior to most other technologies in the industry. Ripple has built strong partnerships with financial companies as large as MoneyGram and is entrenching itself in the banking industry. Bitcoin Cash is just a hard fork of BTC and has an artificially high market cap built off of lies and confusion propagated by Roger Ver, Charlie Lee, and the growth of Litecoin. That brings us to Litecoin. While LTC is essentially a clone of Bitcoin, it also benefits from having learned and built upon the shortcomings of its predecessor. Likewise, it has a long history in the marketplace, first launched by Charlie Lee in 2011. We have previously argued that while Bitcoin may benefit from the intrigue surrounding Satoshi Nakamoto, Litecoin will ultimately prosper from Charlie Lee selling his stake in LTC. Litecoin is now free to grow, both in price and adoption, without the ever-present question of the founder's motivation and self-interest. When Charlie Lee tweets about Litecoin or appears on CNBC, he is genuinely promoting the product and not attempting to pump the price. That trust between developer and investor is growing increasingly hard to find in the cryptocurrency space, as authority figures as far-reaching as John McAfee have made brazen and shameless attempts at empty pumps. Charlie's actions have removed the greed from an otherwise profit-driven industry that's desperately seeking to return to conversations about the technology and usability of cryptocurrency. So while Litecoin may not hold a financial stake over its original founder, the currency still benefits from a strong supporter and advocate in Lee. Cryptocurrencies operate on decentralization, and the open software, ledger approach of blockchain is one of its greatest strengths. However, we are seeing a market impact of coins that are helmed by a strong founder or a team of developers able to make a personal connection with investors. Tron is the most obvious example, with founder Justin Sun providing TRX enthusiasts a pulse for news and general excitement. Litecoin benefits from a charismatic leader who has a strong network of influence in the industry of cryptocurrency. Lee also has a deep understanding of decentralized currencies, having worked previously for Google and as the former director of engineering for Coinbase. In short, he's the type of guy that can promote and advertise for his currency while also commenting on decisions for the direction of the technology and the industry as a whole. That's a rare combination in crypto, and one that gives Litecoin a decided advantage. Particularly now that Lee has divorced his financial incentive from his motivation to see Litecoin succeed. The recent Litecoin Cash hard fork announcement is a prime example. While Lee would of course denounce a currency shamelessly trying to market itself on top of LTC without having any real connection outside of the source code, we also know that he is not trying to benefit financially from the move. While many Bitcoin Core fans cried foul during the Bitcoin Cash announcement, the majority were more excited about the airdrop of free currency they would receive, thereby selling out their support for profits. An issue of priority in the future of cryptocurrency. If the market wants cryptocurrency, and by that we mean a real, digital currency, not an appreciable asset like gold or stocks, then the industry is going to have to prioritize transactions. There is a lot of utility in cryptocurrency besides being used as money, such as Ethereum's smart contracts or the voting applications of blockchain. As of now, however, the primary feature is empty price speculation being traded back and forth on exchanges. Government fiat may not have any more intrinsic value than the shells Native Americans traded for in the early colonies, but it's the cog for our economies and holds a guaranteed worth that can be exchanged for taxes and debts. Cryptocurrency goes a step forward, decentralizing control of the currency to the masses that hold it. Rather than be bound to a central monetary committee that can inflate the value disproportionately to the needs of the citizenship, cryptocurrency is consensual within the community that owns it. But we need usability. We need outlets for payment and commerce in a cryptocurrency that functions as easily as traditional debit systems. You should be able to purchase goods through Amazon with crypto as easily as you do now with a linked banking card, without the hassle of long wait times or exorbitant fees. Litecoin may be the solution. If that's the case, then it is only a matter of time before it outcompetes Bitcoin as the favorite coin for cryptocurrency transactions. Litecoin price surging, why the cryptocurrency is skyrocketing in value. Litecoin, LTC, the world's fifth biggest cryptocurrency, has recently been living up to its name. Litecoin, it seems, is fully lit. On Wednesday, the token reached a one-month high of $218, an appreciation of almost 30% in the last 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap. That's over a 100% boost from its February 6th low of $105. However, the reason for this price spike is making some investors, and even Litecoin's founder, Charlie Lee, raise their eyebrows. LTC seems to be soaring because of the hype surrounding an upcoming hard fork on February 18th, called Litecoin Cash. The developers behind this move are pledging to give out new tokens to existing LTC holders. For every single LTC on the block, 1,371,111 holders will receive 10 Litecoin Cash, or LCC, according to the Future Cryptocurrency's website. Here's everything you need to know about this move and the reactions to it. Hard fork? What does that mean? The price of Litecoin over the past month. Put simply, a hard fork is when a single cryptocurrency splits into two. This happens when the code behind the token is fundamentally changed, creating an old and new version of the digital currency. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold are all examples of hard forks. Creating a hard fork requires a consensus from coin holders. All it takes is any number of holders with a large amount of a certain token in their wallets. They can simply decide to create a whole new cryptocurrency on top of the original system, which would begin after a certain block. In this case, a large amount of LTC owners got together to build LCC on top of the Litecoin system. What's different about LCC? Aside from just being a whole other token available for trading, there will be a few other subtle differences with LCC compared to LTC. Litecoin Cash mining will use the SHA-256 algorithm that Bitcoin uses, instead of script protocol that is employed by Litecoin. This will allow those interested in using Bitcoin mining hardware to mine LCC. Since Litecoin uses script, miners can't use Bitcoin hardware to mine it. The new digital currency's transaction fee will be 90% cheaper than Litecoin. LCC will also provide 4 times the transaction bandwidth of Bitcoin, allowing for a larger amount of LCC transactions to go through at once compared to Bitcoin transactions. Reactions to LCC. The recent price spike has made it clear that at least a certain amount of investors see potential in the future of this new digital currency. However, there have been some warnings against investing heavily on this hard fork. According to Charlie Lee, Litecoin Cash is co-opting Litecoin's name brand recognition to make a quick buck. He tweeted that he believes any fork of Litecoin, calling itself Litecoin something or other, is a scam, in my opinion. Litecoin Cash, Litecoin Plus, Litecoin Asterisk. All scams trying to confuse users into thinking they are Litecoin. An analysis by CoinDesk on Wednesday also revealed that the price of LTC was driven up by a high number of trades from Coinbase's DEX exchange. The cryptocurrency news site stated that this could be a sign less savvy consumers may be active in the market. It's unclear whether this LTC rally will continue until the fork occurs or whether it's simply due to the news hype. But what is clear is that a lot of investors will be eyeing this move as a potential to profit. Litecoin Price Watch. LTC/USD showing strength. Litecoin showing strength. For the past few days, Litecoin has shown tremendous strength, breaking above its previous resistance point of $150. Continuing this momentum, LTC price was able to hold a major support of $150 earlier today, after which it formed a sizable bullish trend line on its way up to a daily high of $162.33. Currently, another bullish trend has formed, testing a resistance of $162 once again, while a head and shoulders pattern was created along the way. This also sets up a major support level at $156. However, the coin is trading below its 20-day moving average, so there's a possibility LTC could go down in the next hours. This sentiment is also evident in the patterns shown in the MACD graph. Here's why Litecoin is soaring today. Litecoin soared more than 30% on Wednesday morning, leading a bullish charge from the world's top cryptocurrencies that has seen the market add nearly $40 billion in total capitalization over the past day alone. According to CoinMarketCap.com, each of the top 10 largest cryptocurrencies by way of market cap have gained within the last 24 hours. In addition to Litecoin's dominant surge, Bitcoin has moved nearly 7% higher, Ethereum has added almost 5%. And Ripple has climbed roughly 3.5%. Litecoin is leading the charge thanks to the announcement of the crypto's first ever hard fork. A hard fork in the cryptocurrency world refers to a change in the rules of the blockchain infrastructure that is not recognized as valid by the older software. Hard forks are similar to stock splits in that they are designed, in part, to alleviate barriers to entry for new users. Once Litecoin hits block 1,371,111, which is expected to happen this Sunday afternoon, the newly minted Litecoin Cash Foundation will initiate its split from the existing Litecoin blockchain. Those holding Litecoin at the time will automatically receive 10 new Litecoin Cash tokens for every 1 Litecoin they own. The foundation said that its goal for the fork is to increase the block speed at which the network can process transactions. Litecoin Cash will use the proof-of-work mining method, which tends to be more energy intensive. Proof of work proponents argue that this method is more secure than what is currently used in the existing Litecoin network. In a press release announcing the fork, the Litecoin Cash Foundation also boasted that this mining method will open the door for miners with outdated hardware to participate in the network. This allows an extension of life for older Bitcoin mining hardware, which is no longer powerful enough to mine Bitcoin. The lower anticipated difficulty of mining Litecoin Cash will put such legacy hardware to effective use, the foundation wrote. The Litecoin Cash fork follows in the footsteps of several Bitcoin forks, including Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold. These forks were also implemented to smooth transactions and manage fees, and although some critics consider them scams, altcoin investors have been quick to jump in. Shortly after its launch in August, Bitcoin Cash became the fourth largest cryptocurrency in terms of market cap. But investors should remember that Litecoin Cash is not affiliated with the original Litecoin blockchain in any way. Litecoin's creator, Charlie Lee, has already warned that hard forks of his cryptocurrency could be scams looking to benefit from its name. The Litecoin team and I are not forking Litecoin, Lee tweeted. Don't fall for it indefinitely. Don't enter your private keys or seed into their website or client. Be careful out there. Still, the Litecoin Cash Foundation attempted to assure traders that it was simply trying to solve common problems with the network, not scam users. While this naming convention isn't ideal, it will be instantly understood by most hearing the name that Litecoin Cash is a hard fork of Litecoin, the foundation's Michael Wyszynski told Business Insider. Don't even think about buying Bitcoin until you read this. The most popular cryptocurrency skyrocketed last year, giving some investors the chance to bank 20x returns or even more. Those gains, however, came with serious volatility and risk. Bitcoin sank 25% or more 3 times in 2017. Zacks has just released a new special report to help readers capitalize on the explosive profit potential of Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies with significantly less volatility than buying them directly. Litecoin value climbs in hard fork anticipation. 2018 has, in general, been a less than stellar year for cryptocurrency. The emerging asset class has, over the course of the last few months, experienced a dramatic drop in value, as well as considerable criticism from the higher tiers of the finance industry. Some hope of a turnaround, however, has manifested in the Litecoin market. Over the course of February 14th alone, the cryptocurrency, currently ranked 5th on the market, experienced a 40% upsurge in value. Measured more broadly, it has, over the course of the last 2 weeks, experienced a value growth totaling 93%. Hard fork and solution. Much of this is generally speculated to be due to an upcoming hard fork scheduled to take place on February 18th, when a new digital currency, most likely a scam, named Litecoin Cash will branch off from the main Litecoin blockchain. Investors will receive 10 units of Litecoin Cash for every unit of Litecoin they own, which, it is generally speculated, is likely what gave rise to this abrupt upturn in purchases. However, a rather damning tweet posted by Litecoin creator Charlie Lee made it clear that Litecoin Cash had no official connection to the original Litecoin. Lee asserted that the official Litecoin team had no plans to fork Litecoin, and that any such forks, including Litecoin Cash, were a scam trying to confuse you to think it's related to Litecoin. Litecoin Cash's creators, however, assert that their currency was not a scam, and that their intention was merely to offer improvements on Litecoin's blockchain to its users, including, they claim, more secure and flexible mining algorithms. It is also speculated, however, that another contributing factor is the upcoming release of Litepay. Similar in nature to BitPay, Litepay is a Litecoin payment processor that will allow users to more easily facilitate direct Litecoin payments to businesses. Scheduled for release on February 26th, Litepay is likely another source of anticipation that has inspired an upsurge in Litecoin investment. News from South Korea. Some have argued that Litecoin's upward shift can additionally be traced back to the controversy stirred up by recent events in South Korea. Early in 2018, remarks made by South Korean Justice Minister Park Sang-hee gave rise to speculation that the South Korean government was planning to implement a ban on cryptocurrency trading, a notion which, given South Korea's prominence in the international market, brought about considerable unrest among traders, both inside and outside the country. However, on February 14, Minister Hong Nam-ki of the Office for Government Policy Coordination stated in a video posted to the presidential website that the government would not be banning cryptocurrency trading in South Korea, confirming that, rather, the emphasis would be on ensuring transparency within trading. Though this was not the first such statement issued by the South Korean government, it was one of the most definitive, and allayed the fears of many cryptocurrency traders. Many argue that this was a significant contributing factor to the positive surge in Litecoin, and of cryptocurrencies in general, and indeed, it does seem to have coincided with a small, but significant upward shift in cryptocurrency values, with Bitcoin rising over 8% since the announcement was made.